Our colleagues in York Region support the province funding the relief line. The relief line that we're standing here at Pape Station talking about today, and will join with us in making that request to the Government of Ontario to fund that line. I spent some time this morning talking to riders here at Pape Station, as I have done in other places across the city, and I can tell you that they tell me relief cannot come soon enough for them. They understand that our subways are getting to be, are already at overcapacity, and that we need to do something about it. The relief line, of course, is a new subway line that will connect the Bloor-Danforth subway east of the Don River, right here at Pape Station, to the downtown. It gives people another way to get to and from the downtown without having to go through what has become a real bottleneck for the subway service, namely at Yonge and Bloor. And we have to get on with this work, and City Council will hopefully authorize that today if we're going to have this Yonge relief line in place before we get to even worse capacity problems as we get through the 2020s. And it also needs to be done, or we cannot get on with the Yonge Street North extension. We cannot be putting more people into the subway at the top if we're not providing the relief measures along the way. And that includes the automatic train control system that is presently being put in, which will dramatically increase the capacity of the Yonge Street subway north of Bloor. It includes measures that are being taken with the Yonge Street North, or at least the relief line north, to do some of the work on that, because we have to provide relief all along the Yonge Street subway from north through Yonge and Bloor and to downtown. The federal government has made it clear that it is ready to fund future transit projects here in Toronto. The 2017 federal Liberal budget commits billions of dollars for transit infrastructure, and these future priority projects, including the relief line, will be getting a share of that money. They have taken, the federal Liberal government has taken a priority list approved by the Toronto City Council and allocated significant funding to that list of projects we said were the most important for our city, and that included the relief line. Compared to the situation I found when I became the mayor, Council has come a long way to voting to proceed with SmartTrack, which will help the Yonge Street subway overcapacity problems, voting for the list of priority projects, including the relief line. We have reached consensus agreement on these projects as a council, and this is an important step forward that we have to continue today. Now, as I've said many times, the province of Ontario has been a good partner when it comes to transit projects in the past and in the present. They're putting $150 million into the relief line and some of the design and planning work, but this is what we're here today about, is securing the money to actually build the transit line, the relief line. How many times have we heard about projects in our city where some of the talk has been going on, some of the initial studying has been idle up and say, we're going to build this and we're going to put the money forward to build it. And to be perfectly candid, without a provincial contribution, and frankly having been denied the opportunity to raise our own money through road tolls by the very same Government of Ontario, we cannot make it a reality to get this relief line built. We cannot do it on the backs of property taxpayers alone, a multi-billion-dollar, large-scale, transformative project. Property tax dollars were never meant by themselves to fund huge projects like this, and nor should they.